Hey guys, what's going on? It's Justin just coming to you with another video. Um, I Today I'd like to talk about psychosis and how deep it can get with schizophrenia. I think it's important to talk about it because it's a doozy. Um, so basically, my experience with psychosis was when I was not on any medicine for antipsychotics, and I was mentally ill at the time. Um, I was mentally ill for about 5 years between age 30 and 35. I was in psychosis, and I was getting messages through the squirrels. I had a squirrel jump up a tree. I was in my bedroom on the second floor, looking out my window, and a squirrel came up the tree trunk and started coughing, and I thought it was the squirrel communicating to me to stop smoking cannabis. So I had some sort of wherewithal to know something wasn't right and out of place, but I never did anything about it. I didn't like the medicine. So the other thing that happened when I was in psychosis was I thought the CIA put a genetically engineered monster in the woods to protect me, which is pretty funny. I couldn't believe it. I thought there's a beast in the woods. It was it was pretty funny when I realized I was mentally ill. You know, like there's this 20-foot monster living in the woods to protect me, and if there's any trouble, he's gonna come out of the woods and take me away. That's kind of some of the things that happened when I was in psychosis. Um, it's pretty scary. Pretty scary. Deep psychosis is no joke. Um, I had this big military survival knife I was going to stab into my heart. That was one way I was going to go. I got in the shower and I used up all the hot water. I had the knife to my heart and I was going to fall on it because I didn't want anybody bringing me back to life, you know? And I had to make sure I got the job done. So it was a stupid idea. But those are some of the things that happen in psychosis, and thank God my mom recognized it and made me take my medicine. So that's a part of the reason why I do these videos, is because awareness is everything. Awareness is everything. If people know about it, then you can combat the problem. But if people don't know about it, then you're definitely not getting helped. So, I mean, every schizophrenic, I recommend talking to the doctors. If you could burn that into your brain so that next time you're in psychosis, you know to call for help. I at least knew that I needed help, but I never followed through with it for some reason. So, yeah, my mom couldn't get me to take my medicine for like 5 years. So we were living on Cape Cod, Massachusetts, and I'd get hospitalized like 10 times, and they'd court order me to take medicine, and I'd take it, and then I'd get out and I wouldn't take it. So, um, my mom moved to Rhode Island so that they would force me to take it and court order me for 6 months. And that's what happened. I got court ordered for like 6 months to take medicine, and I needed to get help at that time. So, I mean, moving back to Rhode Island actually saved me. I don't know where I'd be if I didn't get the help at the time I got it. Any further, my brain would have been fried. You know what I'm saying? That psychosis is very damaging to the human brain. People don't understand, and you have to communicate to them and so that they understand that this is serious stuff. I mean, I think part of the problem is healthcare in this country is atrocious. The healthcare system doesn't recognize mental illness. I mean, people are from what I understand, most of the homeless people are mentally ill and they can't get the help. And they're like wallowing in psychosis. I don't know. It's all over my head. I can't think that complicated. But I know they're coming out with new medicine very soon. They've already come out with 2 medicines. I've seen the commercials on TV. There's 2 new medicines out on the market for antipsychotics and schizophrenia. Things with time get better. So, yeah, everything's going pretty good. So basically, I'm thinking about taking the bike out tomorrow, or at least going to the Harley dealer. I want to take you guys and the camera to the Harley dealer and check out their 2021 lineup. And if you're not a subscriber, subscribe, and you'll get to see that. I'm trying to do creative things on a limited budget. I mean, I make okay money, but it's not a lot, and I have to be diligent with my money. That's why I bought a Toyota Corolla and a Sportster, Harley Sportster. I mean, standard issue. I like standard issue, which means basic stuff. The Toyota Corolla is a phenomenal car. That car has more balls on the highway than my 5.4 liter V8 pickup truck from Ford, F-150. That F-150 was a slug on the highway. I mean, you'd had to floor the thing and rear the engine up to get anywhere. But this Toyota Corolla, you just give it a little gas and it goes. I had to pass 50 bikers on the highway, and my exit was coming up, and I was like, oh shit, I'm not gonna make it. And I gave it gas, and it made it. So I got a lot of props to Corollas, and from what I've done a little bit of research on Corollas, and they're very reliable from what I understand. I saw a Corolla today from the 90s, still on the road. So, it's not an expensive vehicle, but who needs it? Who needs it? So, and then I got the Sportster, Harley Davidson Sportster, which was $10,000. The Corolla was $20,000. and I paid that off already. 0% financing, which was awesome. Uh, but the Sportster um, is working out okay. Um, it's kind of fall now, or we've entered the fall season, and I'm putting my effort into the car, the Corolla, instead. So at the end of this month, in about 3 weeks, when I get paid, I'm buying a performance air intake for the car to get it breathing properly. It saves on gas and it gives you more horsepower. So it's like a no-brainer. Every car should have it. So I'm putting a performance air intake on the car in about 3 weeks. We're going to do an installation video. You'll see everything. So that should be fun to do. So yeah, now that you guys know about the monster in the woods that I got a monster. Oh, it's pretty crazy stuff. So, yeah, I'm thinking about going back to work. I'm not sure. I'm a plumber by trade. I got a master plumber's license. So, in the state of Rhode Island. I have to go renew it, though. I gotta go up and take a test and renew it. So, I'm doing better as the days go on, guys. To be honest, I'm doing real good. Real good. My brain is healing. It's adjusting to the medicine I'm on, and everything's working well together. My memory's coming back. Everything's doing real well. So, I don't know what else is going on. I'm trying to think if... Yeah, so that's kind of sketchy, knowing that there's a place, a community, where you can't get a schizophrenic as medicine. I wonder about that. Because I was on Cape Cod at the time, Massachusetts. And they court ordered me for 2 weeks, and then they let me out of the hospital, and then I stopped taking it because I was delusional about my diagnosis, number one. Or if I knew about it, I wasn't willing to take the medicine. So, at that time, I don't know if they knew this, but someone had to intervene. And just say, hey, man, you got to take your medicine. That's what everybody says. I don't know. I wish it would have happened earlier for me. I wish I didn't have to go 5 years in psychosis. I mean, my family was trying to get me to take the medicine. They were doing everything that they could do. And I wouldn't take it. So, well, I'm on it now, so I've been on it for 5 years, almost 6 years I've been on it. And everything's going pretty well. So, yeah, since I'm buying a fish tank, I think with the stimulus money, I was talking about my tires leaking in the last video. Well, I found out what I'm going to do. I'm going to replace the tires because I think somebody sabotaged my tires. So I'm going to replace the tires. I know it's not the bead that goes around the rim. I've already narrowed that one down. I had them replaced. I had them resealed. So now I'm going to replace the tires. So that'll probably cost me about $600 or $700 for new tires. And then I'm going to spend the rest of the money on a fish tank. And I'm going to add the fish tank to the channel. It's going to be a saltwater aquarium. And it's going to be beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And I'll put the camera actually in the tank. And you can see all the fish swim. How cool is that going to be? So I got a lot of things coming up on YouTube. When I'm not filming, I'm thinking about what I'm going to do on YouTube. So I spend a lot of time on YouTube. I also look videos up on YouTube a lot. There's a lot of entertaining stuff on YouTube. I don't know if everybody realizes it. So, I'm going to go get a drink. I'll be right back. Yep, the magic of television. So, yeah, I think things are going to go together pretty well on YouTube. The tank I'm getting is going to be enormous. Enormous. Absolutely enormous. But it's going to be so beautiful. I don't think I need to put bracing up, but I'm going to do it anyway. There's a carrying stick that runs all the way across the house. It's a beam, wooden beam. And I'm putting it just on the edge of it. The tank is going to go just sitting on the edge of it. So the tank is only going to be probably 2 feet off the beam. So it's really not going to need any bracing, but I'm going to put a beam up on the other side. I'm going to put a carrying stick on. Just in case, it'll be sturdy. You won't have to worry about it. This is a rental home. We don't want to damage the home. So we'll brace it up real nice. There won't be any trouble. So today's topic is psychosis. So there is one more thing I do need to talk about. While I was in psychosis, my central nervous system had been infiltrated. And I researched it and I found it. The parasympathetic nervous system is responsible for your eyes dilating. So I'm having a problem with it. And one of the problems that happens with the parasympathetic nervous system when there's a problem is you have really vivid dreams. And I thought the CIA put something in my nose, in my nasal cavity up underneath my brain, like a metal device that poisoned me, and put me to sleep at night. Because for some reason, my sleeping patterns changed. I just, I don't know why, but ever since I've been sick with schizophrenia, I go to bed and probably within about 2 minutes I'm out every night. I just pass right out. And then I'm up like 4 hours later, like nothing ever happened. So, but my parasympathetic nervous system was under attack. And, I don't know. I'm losing my train of thought now. But, yeah, maybe I'll show you guys a video editor I have. Um, I'll set the camera up and I'll show you how I edit videos. Um, that's an idea. Um, I'm always just trying to think of ideas to do on YouTube. It's getting late already. So, so, yeah, everything's going pretty good. I'm doing as good as can be. I'm not even supposed to be alive, to be honest with you. Not even supposed to be alive. So I'd say things are doing pretty good. So, yeah, I've been thinking about going back to work in the plumbing trade. Um, I hear my previous employer's doing really good. He's got a lot of work. Maybe he'd give me a job again now that I'm stabilized on medicine. I was a little unstable in my 20s. Things bothered me. I wouldn't say unstable. I would just say that things irked me. You know what I'm saying? And I was just finicky in my 20s. Now I'm in my early 40s. I'm 40. I'm going to be 41 on the 27th of this month. It'll be my birthday. And my 30s were good. Yeah, I like being 41. I like it. So, well, I guess I'll keep this video short. Like I said, tomorrow I think I'm gonna go to the Harley store. So, it's only like 4 miles from my house. It's where I bought my Sportster. So I'm gonna go check the store out, see what they got for jackets. Because with my stimulus check, I'm gonna get tires on my car. I'm gonna get a fish tank, saltwater fish tank, and if there's enough money, I'm gonna get a winter jacket from this place, so I can ride in the winter. Because my North Face jacket, my ski jacket, wasn't designed for high wind. Uh, it's a breathable down jacket, and it's perfect for skiing, but not motorcycle. It's a little too much wind. It howls right through the jacket. So I did not expect that. I thought a North Face jacket would be better than anything that I could get from Harley, but I was wrong about that. I got to go to Harley to get the jacket. So, and I'll try and take the motorcycle so you guys can do a little moto vlog. So, all right. Well, until the next one, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks.